Today I'm going to show you how to tie a bead head lifter. A very effective fly, nymphing for steelhead, and in smaller sizes at certain times of year they work really well on trout. I usually tie them in size 6s and 8s down to a 10 for summer run. Anything below a 10 I'll typically just use a standard glow bug. But a very, very effective fly, invented on the central coast or on the Alsea of Oregon, Alsea River. And it's made its way all over, and even the Great Lakes guys are using this fly now. So easy to tie, very, very effective, and you can fill a fly box up relatively quickly, so you can go out and lose them. For the lifter, you're going to want a heavy wire scud hook. It's important that it's heavy wire since we're going after steelhead. I'll tie these in 6, 8s, and 10s. Anything below a 10 I'll just typically use a glow bug. So adjust your bead accordingly. This is a size hook with a 3/16 inch gold bead. Start by attaching a thread. For the butt, I'm just going to use chartreuse ultra chenille. So go ahead and tie that in and wrap it forward. Just do like 3 or 4 turns. Tie it off and clip it off. And for the body, this is going to be the pink version. You can either use pearl chenille, Estes, crystal chenille. It really doesn't matter what you use, as long as you like the color. All the pinks are pretty similar. This here is just the pearl chenille in size medium. Medium works good for the size 6s and 8s. You might want to go like with a small for the size 10s. So go ahead and tie it in, run a thread up to the bead, and wrap the chenille up to the bead. Tie it off and clip off the extra chenille, and then right here I'll pull everything back and kind of adjust the bead. Sometimes the bead will want to ride up or down on the hook depending on what you're doing, so I'll just kind of recenter it, pull all the little chenille fibers back, and make a few wraps just to kind of clean it up. And then we're going to put on just standard egg yarn. McFly foam works, but I found that just standard egg yarn works a lot better. It's not as sticky and it doesn't spring back. McFly foam is very spongy, and so if you pull it out and clip it, it'll want to spring back towards the front of the hook. This is champagne egg yarn. That's what I use for pink. And you're going to want to thin it out. So go ahead and this is what the full one looks like. It's real thick and full, so you can just pick off some fibers from it and thin it out. And I'll tie it up on the top. About midway, this piece here is about 3 inches, so I'll tie it in half, so I'll tie it up top, about 4 turns, and you can just take it and pop it over the bead and go straight down to the bottom of the hook. And then just another 4 or 5 wraps, 6 wraps, whatever it takes. And whip finish. Usually do 2. Clip off your thread and take your egg yarn, and I'll just clip it flush with the bend of the hook. So it's going to extend just a little bit past our ultra chenille back there, and then you can just fluff it out. And there it is, a bead head lifter.